roster decisions here, questions. I saw a few comments about being disappointed with Kobe Mayo not being on the team. Obviously, Jackson Holliday was the big one. I want to put one thing to bed here. If for those that were upset that whoever the last bench spot's going to be for the Orioles, because it's not official yet. People think it could be Tyler Nevin, but who knows at the last second, the Orioles go, you know what? We found somebody else. That's just how the business works. Okay.
Yep.
But those players are not those end of the bench, quote unquote, bench players are not the reason Jackson Holliday didn't make the team. And I just want to clarify that Jackson Holliday needs to play every day, or he needs to go someplace to play every day until he's ready. And we said this before. I believe that Jackson Holliday, the Orioles always had this plan in place. Ollie, enough of the squeaky toy. I thought they always had this plan in place, and therefore I thought it was always going to be an uphill battle. Doesn't mean if Jackson doesn't hit the cover off the ball for the first month, he's not there in May. But the Orioles already have a lot of pieces, and right now Jordan Westburg needs to play every day.
Yeah.
He needs to play every day. Gunnar Henderson, he should be your shortstop every day. He's going to be a MVP candidate, and he's my pick. Okay, so there's that. On the other case of Kobe Mayo, look at the roster construction. He plays third and first. Okay. Who plays third right now? Who's going to play third, guys?
I would say probably Westburg.
Okay.
Or Urias.
So
depending.
Westburg or Urias is going to play third. Okay. So who's playing first base if Kobe's going to play first?
Mountcastle and O'Hearn, which is not that. There's no options there. There's no spot to play there.
And then the third one that would play first would be Tony Tater. So what do you do there? In my mind, all those guys should be in on the big league team. Ryan O'Hearn was one of your best hitters on the team. Ryan Mountcastle, when he's healthy, looked like the Ryan Mountcastle that was locked in and looked like he can be a force, the one that he was his first 2 seasons, where he would have had 3 straight 20-plus home run seasons. Just things to keep in mind. It doesn't mean that the time's not coming, but just perspective on everything. Now, one question, I see Houston talking about this. As always, pitching will be our biggest strength or weakness. There is a report about John Means and Kyle Bradish. I think those are the 2 biggest names that are out there. And Zach or Kevin, you guys have that of what they officially said about them?
So John Means it's keeping the same story, same timeline so far of what we've had since, what was that? I guess February 20th, they announced everything, the 21st, something around there. John Means is going to be, I guess they're saying late April. So that is exactly where we all saw him coming back. And then Kyle Bradish obviously is where Elias said they're expecting him to pitch in the first half. So I don't know, obviously, if that's true or what it looks like, because we've seen Kyle Bradish throw a few bullpens. I don't believe, though, he has thrown any breaking balls. I think it's just all of his bullpens have been fastballs so far. So that next hurdle, and it is a massive hurdle, especially with UCL elbow injuries, fastballs are never going to be the issue. That doesn't put a lot of wear and tear on your arm like a breaking ball does. So if he's able to throw a few bullpens with using breaking balls, I think that's really where I personally will get confidence that we can see him this year.
I think of the 2 right now, I still have more confidence in Means.
Oh, well,
as far as of the injury worry and scale, and I told you that, guys, this. I want Kyle to be good long term, and I think that he's going to have to go through a period where it's not just him going out and he says he's feeling good. It's going to be something. Is it going to feel good for the entire year?
Yeah.
And I think that's always going to be the concern in your mind, because if you have a sprain or you have some sort of quote unquote tear, like that thing's not going to go. It's healed. Right. It's great.
Yeah.
You're trying to maintain it. And the biggest thing is when you're trying to build up and get back to it. Yeah. If you're able to not have any surgery or not be able, it's not going to stop you, then great. But there's always the risk of an injury with it. And I think right now that's the thing to be careful with. But at this moment on the Orioles pitching staff, they don't have a long reliever at this moment. Now, guys that could come up there to help with the team, Bruce Zimmerman, Chase McDermott, eventually I think would debut with those guys. But right now, that's a piece that they're missing. Julio Teheran did not make the team. He opted out. Also, to keep things in mind, Colton Wong, the second baseman, opted out. Jonathan Heasley, the pitcher, got optioned down. Brian Baker also got optioned. So that's where the team is at the moment.
Any hopes and dreams squashed about Jordan Montgomery?
I just don't see that happening. I really don't. And especially that everyone thinks when ownership, quote unquote, officially changes that, eureka, this is going to happen at this moment. No, I don't. And I mean, Ollie's, if you can hear the squeak toy, Ollie agrees. Ollie agrees that it's no. That's the squeak means no.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Good. You guys could see him right now in the studio.
He was on his back.
Yeah, he's strategically making it so Ryan can't just out of reach of reaching the toy.
Yeah, and here's the latest for right now. What's going on? Brandon Hyde said Kyle Bradish's elbow is responding well right now to throwing. He might have spun a couple breaking balls, but it's mostly fastballs still from Bradish.
Yeah, so I wanted to put that clarifier out. That was on March 19th. That's the most recent comment that I could find about Hyde talking about Bradish, but I did think that was important. So apparently, yeah, he might have actually thrown a few breaking balls, which is a nice step. But as you said, Ryan, it's not, oh, he threw a few breaking balls. Okay. Send him out there on the day after opening day. He's fine. It's going to be, okay, maybe your arm feels good the next day. How does it feel a week from now? And it's going to be a progression over time. So, yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's good to be optimistic to want to see him, but you also, in my head, I've projected the whole season without Bradish, and then if you get him back, it's just the icing on the cake at that point.
And I think also when you talk about, like, we've talked about it before, but they're equipped to go through this Ollie's still in the show, but a little bit of, we've talked about how deep they are. So when you talk about, Brad, you mentioned Montgomery there, but they have Tyler Wells and they have Cole Irving. And so if you have to play a month without Bradish in there or a month and a half without Means, whatever it is, they are still 7 deep with everybody healthy. So the fact that they can have a Wells who can slot in or an Irving who can slot in gives them a lot of luxury. And as we've said before, they're just so deep everywhere. So I think it's a really good problem to have. And when you get guys who are injured like this, you can just have guys step up and slot in without having to go give whatever Montgomery wants. Did he want like a 7-year deal or something? He did. Well, a lot of the Boris clients wanted years on their contract and a lot of money guaranteed, like the contract being guaranteed. And Blake's now, I think the reporters, he turned down a 5-year, $150 million deal, which I think right now he might take. And he's betting on himself. And that sucks for a guy that just won the Cy Young and you have to have another prove it deal to get back at it. I digress on that. And that's just kind of the way the game is. But yes, I don't see Jordan Montgomery as an option. I think that just goes back to it. I think the Orioles feel very good with the guys that they have. And Zach, what you got for us?
I did want to point out that I think there was a lot of confusion on Twitter today because it was reported that the Red Sox, sorry, I'm going to try to find the tweet, that a few teams had made offers to Jordan Montgomery and they included the Orioles in that. I don't believe that's the case because the source that they cited, the only time the Orioles were mentioned in that was that the writer believes the Orioles would be a great fit for him if they were to offer. So we don't know, or it does. I still don't think the Orioles are in that boat of trying to go after Montgomery, but it was reported a few times today. I saw that Montgomery had an offer from the Orioles. I do not believe that is the case. And Ollie does not believe
I don't think you can hear it. I think we're the only ones that can hear it. I don't think you can hear it through the mics.
I don't know. Can we see him back there?
Yep.
Ollie, come on through. Ollie.
You have to let us know, guys, if you can actually hear Ollie's squeaky toy.
I think he's
coming. There
now you can definitely hear it if he does.
There he is. Hey, go destroy Kevin. Go destroy Kevin. Go ahead. Go ahead. Up.
Sick him.
Up. Oh, he's coming to you, Zach.
He's a good boy. And if you guys don't like my dog, well,
sorry.
Then I don't like you.
How can you not like him?
Look at him. Proud mascot, proud pup of the Ryan Ripken Show.
We should get Ollie shirts going. We should get some Ollie shirts going.
Yeah. Absolutely. Those would sell out. Those would be our biggest hitters.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button or follow us on X. We're also live on X. We've seen some people tune in as well, so we appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button. And Don, you are just too kind.
Love you, Don. Don's the man.
Don't you stop clapping, Kevin.
Way to be enthusiastic.
Oh my God. Give her everything you got, Kevin. Everything you got.
Ollie's loving the clap.
Ollie thinks that we're all clapping. Yeah, we're clapping for you too, Ollie.
We are clapping for Ollie, but Don says Jackson Holliday will be great from what we can see. Do you think he's a team guy and plays second or start seeing a second baseman and short salary? Okay, I think how I'll answer this is Jackson will be in the big leagues, and he will play in the big leagues at whatever position he can to help the team. He wants to be up there.
Yeah.
Now, the knock to him right now is getting used to playing second base when you haven't played enough games over there, and the Orioles value the versatility. That's also, if you looked at this, Gunnar Henderson, when he was put at second base in 2022, he was not as comfortable. Gunnar's one of the best athletes on the field, but obviously it wasn't comfortable. He is more comfortable on that side of the field. Jackson probably is going to be more up the middle, short or second. Gunnar is going to profile short and third. Now, Westbrook can kind of do third, second, short. But Jackson, when the time comes, he's just going to do whatever he wants.